Well, good morning once again, dear viewers. My name is Finley Musiemi, and I welcome you, as always, to our money closet. This morning, we are talking about money mistakes. Now, when you hear about money mistakes, we're talking about mistakes that we do commit in such that as we make our journey towards building a stable future and building a financial saving culture, and as well trying to pursue financial independence. These are mistakes. If we do not rid ourselves from them, they will always hinder us. They will always deter us from our pursuit of attaining financial independence. And therefore, the first mistake that I want us to discuss this morning is the mistake that you have to always spending money in excess of what you earn. Ever found yourself in that situation? That your income, for instance, is 50,000, but your expenditure goes beyond 50,000. Maybe you're spending 60,000 in a month. And the question here you should be asking yourself is, where is the 10,000? Where does the 10,000 come from in order to foot that expenditure? This is where we find ourselves, getting into bad debt that is not planned for, and then it becomes very difficult for you to unhook yourself from that. So in order to avoid that, you have to stick within your means. You have to stick within the income that you get every other month. Now, the other mistake that we do make in our pursuit of building a stable financial background, or a stable financial culture, is when we spend money thinking that we have some money that will be left for us to save. Now, as we all know that human needs are unsettable. In as much as there's money in your pocket, you'll always have needs coming by yourself. You'll have, issues coming up every other single day. And therefore, you cannot spend money hoping that some will remain in order for you to save. The only thing that you can do is that you predetermine as you earn that income. It will be determined that you say that at least this percentage is going to go to savings, and this should come before as you budget your finances. And that is a mistake that most of us find ourselves guilty of, and we have to rid ourselves out of it. The other mistake that we commit is about money is where we keep money that we don't intend to use, in the short term, within our reach. You walk with this money in your purse, you walk with this money in your wallet, and as we all know, there is the devil that we call impulse buying. This devil will always pursue you. I must say that impulse buying is a demon, is a devil that will always keep you busy. So as long as there's money in your reach that you're not spending, you'll always find, something to do with that money. And therefore, we have to run away from this kind of a mistake that will always deter us from attaining financial independence. Now, the other mistake that we will find ourselves in is when we have to keep taking, short mobile loans that are not being planned for. You go out there in the marketplace, you want something, and you realize you do not have enough money, then you dash into your phone, you log into that mobile application, and then you borrow some money that was not planned for. And so these mobile loans will always, put us in a position that we cannot be able to have any disposable income that we can be able to save. And it's something that we have deliberately have to, disengage from so that we can be able to attain financial independence. Now, the other mistake that we often find ourselves to is when we go to the financial institutions to borrow loans that are meant to clear other loans. And this is a big mistake, because what you do when you do that is that you load extra interest, extra cost into your income, and you find that it becomes very difficult for you to ever come out of it. And therefore, if you have to borrow from the financial institution, from the bank, from the circle, it has to be what we call a good debt. It has to be a good loan. We do have a good loan and a bad loan. When you get a good loan is when you go and get this money for investment purposes, money that is going to yield more income to yourself. And a bad debt on the other side is the money that you're going to get and invest in things that do not add value, things that are not going to increase, into your wallet and increase you in making, the bottom line, an income to yourself. And therefore, you have to rid yourself of this mistake. Now, today, I want to challenge you. How many of these mistakes are you guilty about? In a bid for you to be able to attain a stable financial future, you have to, as much as possible, rid yourself from these kind of mistakes and slowly start the journey, And someone say that a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and you have to start building it from now. Don't wait until you have so much money at your disposal. If you cannot make a saving out of the little that you're making, even when you get so much, it will be quite difficult for you to make any savings. And therefore, I encourage you to start ridding yourself from these mistakes and develop a saving culture that will steer you towards attaining financial independence. Until next time, my name is Finley, and I continue to welcome you to follow our program, The Money Closet. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.